The road to hell is paved with good intentions. What is a real-life example of this? The introduction of kudzu for erosion control. It has become invasive and girdles and kills plant life above ground without establishing proper roots, therefore causing soil erosion. Probably a bad example, but tossing tires into the ocean to make a reef. https www.npr.org/2007/05/11462066/fallout-from-bad-70s-idea-auto-tires-in-ocean-reef. Trying to rescue too many cats. Haiti did not have cholera. A disastrous earthquake hit Haiti in 2010. After the earthquake, humanitarian forces from the UN arrived to help, and the Nepalese contingent reintroduced cholera to Haiti. This epidemic has since infected approximately 850,000 people and killed over 10,000. The introduction of non-native species as a means of solving an environmental problem. Most moral panics? Stranger danger. Convincing people in the 1970s to 90s that hundreds of thousands of American children were being yoinked into random cars by evil strangers each year, while downplaying and underfunding the resources that could actually help decrease child abduction. Child abductions not only never came anywhere near those huge numbers, but it was and still is nearly always a custodial issue or a very close family member. Teaching people to be wary of kidnapping is great. Directing all their fears toward vague, spooky strangers and not helping people learn how to actually prevent kidnapping is kinda shit. Men of Reddit, what's the one thing you hate about being a man? Baldness. I miss having hair to run my fingers through. In my teen years I grew it out because I knew I wouldn't have it for the rest of my life. I miss playing with it. I miss the warmth and the cooling. Short hair actually acts as cooling fins compared to being bald and sweat just pouring off. I miss the sense of it being blown in the wind. I miss the slight protection against bumps and scrapes. Cabinets are the bane of my existence. When I had a girlfriend, one of the nice things she would do would be to drape her hair over my head so I could reimagine having hair. Sometimes my penis just won't listen to me. Many people in my life assume that I can just turn off my anxiety and depression at will to power through because manly man reasons. When I go to pee and have it all lined up just for it to shoot out a 40-degree angle. If you sit to pee, sometimes you will screw up and piss through the gap between the toilet seat and the bowl. The automatic assumption that I just know about mechanics, carpentry, and which historical figure is mistakenly idolized? King Richard I, aka Richard the Lionheart. He is held in a high regard, but he was actually a bad king. He had no interest in governing and his attention span was limited to killing people in warfare. He was regarded as a cruel leader, even by the standards of the 12th century, and is only held in high regard because the monks liked his crusading and because the Victorians considered him an empire builder. I should also point out that, despite being born in Oxford, Richard I did not consider himself English, and he considered himself a Frenchman where he spent most of his adult life. He considered England to be nothing more than a piggy bank to fund his crusading, and he hated the nation, which is why it is so baffling to see England football fans use crusader imagery and boast about the 3 lions on the shirt. If you want to know more, watch Terry Jones's Medieval Lives. Optimus Prime wasn't even a real truck. Jebediah Springfield. Coco Chanel. Fashion icon? Yes. An *Azzy sympathizer? Big yes. Also apparently not the most up-and-up individual in general. Go read up on her. Richard Lionheart. He's somewhat the embodiment of chivalry while all he did was getting captured. cost his country nearly all wealth for his ransom, and then got shot to death by some bandit with a crossbow, without really achieving anything. Edit. He wasn't shot by a bandit. He got shot at the siege of Chalut Chabral with a crossbow. While on a raid, Santa he spies on kids and breaks into people's houses only when they are asleep. What's your favorite non-alcoholic beverage? Fresh squeezed orange juice. As an occasional thing, lemonade. Thai iced tea. Subscribe, my brothers.